Okay, everyone, welcome to day 7. Today we are going to be talking about engagement. So whether you're going to call it network marketing or social selling, either way, you do have to understand that a huge part, 80% I'm sure, of our business, probably more than that, is networking with other people. So you need to find your target audience and you need to learn how to engage with them. So it's actually a very simple process. The first thing I want you to do is to print off, you'll see in the printables under the description of this video, that I have a list of 100. This is directly from your workstation, but I've provided it for you right there. You're going to print off your list of 100. Now, before you freak out and think, I don't like doing these lists of 100. I want you to know that this is a really important component to what we do. Your job is to meet as many new people as you possibly can. If you have been trying to ask the same people for the last 10 years to order from you, you're not growing your business and it's not going to be sustainable. And at some point you should be sponsoring those people. So I don't let people order from me month after month after month without offering them the opportunity. Sometimes they will say no more than once. And usually it takes for me to tell them what my commissions have been since they've been ordering from me. And then they're like, oh, okay, maybe I will do this. Because those people they can order just for themselves and stay active year over year over year. I have quite a few people on my team who are like that. They don't do any social selling. They are not network marketing. They are only buying for their own personal use, but they order enough that it actually keeps them active. And I've had, I can think of one person right off the top of my head who has been in my organization for over 10 years. And she just places an order for herself every month. So let's get back to that list of 100. You need to print it off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of homework here. And I need you to do some follow-ups for the next 8 days. So today, right through the 15th, I'm going to be challenging you to go through a list of 100. Now, there's going to be parameters about this, and I'm going to explain it to you. And I want to let you know that the first time I did this, it was a 24-hour challenge. So I'm giving you extended grace on this because some of you are just learning this for the first time. So what you need to do is you need to actually start tracking. So this is not a list for you to fill in like you maybe traditionally have, where you have a list of 100 people that you just know. We're not doing that this time, okay? This time, what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you learn how to engage with other accounts, okay? So for me, when my most recent one that I did this on, I have a list and I have Facebook and I have Instagram, just so that I can remember where it is that I'm following up with these people. So you could do, if you don't have to do it this way at all, but I just found it was easier to have an entire column for this specific thing. So you could do Instagram, Facebook, and texting, or Instagram, email, texting, or however you are most comfortable. That's what you want to do. Okay. One thing to really bear in mind is that you want to be mindful of how your customers like to be followed up. So if you have a customer who really likes to text and then you call them, that's going to be frustrating for them. If you have a customer who wants to be called and you just email them, you're really not offering them the best customer service. You have to offer the customer service that they like best. Okay. And if you don't know, that's okay. That's why we're learning this together. Okay. That's why I'm teaching you this. So you're going to print off your list. One of the things I will be getting to in a future video is income and expenses. So you will see that it actually pops up in purple, but I always print off in black and white because it saves a little extra on my ink. So just a little something to, a little side note that we will be talking about income and expenses, and either you have to learn how to make more money, or you have to cut back on expenses. And so I'm going to be teaching you those things as well. So the important thing to know about social media, and I know that a lot of people they're kind of brand new to Instagram or Facebook or whatever, it's all new to them. So they don't know what to do. And that's actually okay. It's great to learn these business practices early on as you're just learning this. So a key component to doing engagement and being a account, especially on Instagram, that will be boosted automatically through the algorithm is when you comment 4 or more words. Instagram really, really likes that. So emojis do not count. Okay. And if you just copy and paste, that will not count either. So if somebody comments on your post and you write, thank you so much. And then the next comment and you reply, thank you so much. And the next comment, you reply, thank you so much. Even though it's 4 words, they think that you're a bot because you're not doing anything personalized. You're not doing anything special. So it does not like that. Okay. So you want to do things that are going to engage a two-way conversation. So you could post something on your Instagram. So we already talked about this when we were talking about social media. And you can say, if you would like to be added to my free customer VIP Facebook group, please send me a DM. And when they send you a DM, they're going to say something to the effect of, I'd love to be added to your VIP group. And you can say, that's amazing. How often do you use Scentsy? Like, so rather than just adding them, you want to start an engaging conversation. You want to ask them, like, how often do you use Scentsy? Or are you brand new to Scentsy, or have you been using Scentsy for years? Or what was your very first Scentsy product? So you can see that you very easily can build up this rapport in this conversation. So if they get back to you, if you ask them, what's the first fragrance you ever warmed? And they reply back to you and they say, Paradise Punch. You can say, did you know that Paradise Punch is in the current catalog? I can actually still get that for you. So you can have this, the whole idea is to have a conversation that continues on, okay? That is an engaging post. Now, there are some times where it doesn't always warrant it, and you do not want to come across as always trying to sell to them, okay? So when you're going through your list, it's very important that you are doing forward comments and be authentic. That's one of Scentsy's core values is authenticity. And you can see here, I'm not going to get too close because I don't want you to actually see names, but I have here on Instagram, I have put their handle so that I can know who I have commented on. And on Facebook, I put their Facebook page or name, obviously. Okay, so like my name is Jennifer Martins. I'm on all of my platforms as Jennifer Martins, but if I went by something else, then I have to be able to find the person who I commented on before. So I go by what their Facebook name is. And then you want to write down, so you put the date at the top that you followed up with people and your 4-word engagement. And so if somebody has posted a picture of their, this is great actually. So if they post something of their long weekend or their weekend, you can say, it looks like you had a great weekend. And then, or you could say, what was the highlight of your weekend? And you don't always have to be trying to engage in this two-way conversation, but the algorithms like when you are interested, and you're not just on there to post and leave. You're actually on there to build a relationship, because really our whole business is built on relationship. So you want to have this two-way conversation. You don't need to be asking for sales. You don't need to be, you know, I mean, I commented about that Paradise Punch thing because if that's what they said, you could say, oh, did you know you can still get it? Or you can make a mental note. And when I say mental note, write this down. You want to write down that they love Paradise Punch. And then if we find out that Paradise Punch is going to be on the discontinued list, you have this really great opportunity for customer service, and you can follow up with them and say, hey, you said that you first warmed Paradise Punch. I wanted to let you know that that is on the discontinued list if you wanted to stock up or if you wanted to add it to your Scentsy Club. So again, you're offering this service, okay? You have to come at this from a service lens, not the lens of desperation, okay? So do not always be asking for sales. It's not, that is why network marketing or social selling has a bad rapport, because people are always trying to get their friends and family to buy from them. That's not what it's all about, okay? It's about building relationship and being genuinely interested in what's going on in somebody's life. Now, one thing I do want to say is that typically I do not follow other Scentsy accounts. And the reason for that is that my target audience is not another Scentsy person. right? So it's important for you to distinguish who your target audience is and who it isn't. Now, I'm not saying you can't follow Scentsy people. Of course, that's not the case. I follow my upline because if she is where she is, I want to be replicating what she does in order to be successful, right? But I'm meaning like just following random Scentsy people who you're just, we talked about this before, that you're just consuming content rather than putting anything out there. You have to add value. Okay, so that's your homework today, is to print off the list of 100 and start working on it today. I would love to see you at least get 10 people in each of your 3 columns, whatever you choose. You can do the whole thing as Instagram if you want to, but then you have to fill in 10 for each line for Instagram. Okay, that makes sense to you? Please comment below the word engagement so that I know that you are tracking with me, and we will circle back on the 15th and we will do some follow-up at that point as well. I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video, and I hope you have a great day.